Undertaker versus Goldberg, the Phenom, versus the Icon, the main event of WWE Super Showdown. What is going on out there, guys? It's your boy Tommy on the spot. It has been a fun night, fun day, chatting with you guys. Wish all shows could be here in the middle of the day like this. I mean, it's not even 5:30 here. There's no chance this show's even going till 6, and we'll be on our way to have a great evening. Damn, let's have more shows in the middle of the day. I'm kind of digging this, but thanks for checking us out all day. If you haven't done so, go back. I've done watch-alongs with both Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler, as well as the 50-man Battle Royal, which we had a really good time with just a couple minutes ago. And now we're back. Live chat open and live stream going for The Undertaker versus Bill Goldberg. A match probably 20 years too late, but you know what? Okay, give him credit. They're showing them in the back. Somebody pounded on the door for Goldberg, and here he comes. Goldberg, man, looking jacked, looking good. Looking a little gray in the beard, but hey, I mean, the guy's in his 50s, right? I think he's okay to be a little gray. I'm a little gray, and I'm way younger than that. So who knows? Brand new seltzer ready to go for the match. I'm amped for this. Hoping it goes over 2 minutes. A little disappointing if this is Spear and Jack Cameron 1, 2, 3. But here we go. Crowd chanting Goldberg. This is clearly a crowd. As Goldberg looks like he's busted himself open. Not even gonna lie. It looks like he's bleeding as he's walking down to the ring. This is a crowd, and you can tell that people putting this together do know their audience, because this crowd clearly is a crowd that knows wrestling from back in the day. They're big into wrestling from the glory days, if you will, from the Attitude Era, if you will. And that is why earlier, when Triple H and Randy Orton had their match, that was the most the crowd has been into probably the entire night until Mansoor won. And when the hometown kid won the Battle Royal, that was obviously something that they were very into. But now you can just tell they're all up on their seats and they're ready for this. Big, huge sign in the crowd for Goldberg. It's made of like balloons, like the letter balloons, and they have all of them spread out. I don't know what happened to Goldberg while he was on his way to the ring. They showed him backstage, and now he has seemingly disappeared. Taking quite a while to come on out to the crowd. Here he comes. Big time. Nostalgia fireworks. Goldberg standing in the middle of the fireworks. Now here he comes. He was not in the middle of the fireworks. He kind of came out right after the fire there and then did his big kick. I always like when he stands in the fire, inhales all of it, and then blows out the smoke. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Goldberg. I don't know if it's just a really long entranceway in the back, but they showed him, and then it took forever for him to come out. I think he busted himself open, and I think that's why they had to clean him up real quick. But here he comes, coming down, Goldberg, and crowd's very excited about seeing him. He looks pretty unhappy all of a sudden, so not sure what happened. Don't know if we have a story there, but we'll see. As he's getting in the ring is Goldberg. Goldberg looking like he's getting ready here for Undertaker, looking amped up and pumped up. Let's see here. Grabbing some coffee as well, which I grabbed here. Just getting home from work about an hour and a half ago, but we're able to get on here and do some live streams with you guys, which is always fun. And a lot of I feel like this show is kind of the glorified house show that they just put on the network. I mean, Battle Royal was cool, but there's nothing that was on the line. Nothing really eventful that's happened on the show in terms of title changes. But, some of these big matches, Goldberg, man, it looks great. I think the dude's like 53, 54, and he's cut. He looks good as he's getting ready for the Undertaker here. We should have got a timer on the entrances. Goldberg's itself, I think, was about 7-8 minutes. And Goldberg now putting his right arm up for the crowd. They have some nice big screens that they have set up on each one of the corners, which I guess is good for maybe some of the folks that are sitting super high up. As you guys who have seen my vlog from WrestleMania 35 can attest, I had terrible seats for WrestleMania 35. And now, we're getting an interesting entrance here for Undertaker. A lot of fire coming out for Taker. I don't know if this is the Druids, but I think it is the Druids. The Druids coming out with the fire. And they even have the Druids entrance music, so very cool. And I mean, one thing about this show that they've done is they spare no expense whatsoever. So you've got to realize that, like, the entrances are really big. The pyro is really big. It's the type of thing that they do a good job in really kind of making it a spectacle, if nothing else. And I know that, I know that there's a lot of stuff that goes into this. So we've avoided talking about it because, that's not exactly what we do here. But it's interesting to see that this is, other than WrestleMania, the only nights now that they have pyro and have fireworks and everything is really when they come to these Saudi Arabia shows. So interesting that they continue to do that. You can communicate with me on Twitter as well. I'm at WatchWrestlePod. So definitely something that you guys can take a look at if you guys want to talk with me. I am pretty active on there. I had a good time talking with you guys earlier today, and always fun to be a part of the Twitter community, specifically on Fridays when folks are typically expanding the Twitterverse. And here we go. The Druids have set up nicely. They've now made their way off, and the lights have gone out. Here comes that familiar toll as the Undertaker makes his way down to the ring. Hey there, Dinesh. How's it going, buddy? Oh, big time fire for the Undertaker. And they're doing one of these things where every bong immediately following, there's like big fire that shoots up with each dong here. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background. Let me see. You guys, yeah, I think you can. I think you can at least hear it a little bit. And now big time blue lights and Undertaker rising up here. Very, very cool looking entrance here for Taker. Taker now up there. Where are we at? He's another guy who's in his 50s, but looking great. And the Undertaker works when the guy looks old because he's the dead man, right? He's not supposed to look young and spry. He's never looked young and spry. In his late 20s, when he debuted in 1990, I feel like he looked a little old. So who knows? Undertaker, though, coming up as that familiar music hits. We do have the timer going on him. So far, his entrance is already at 3 minutes, and he's just making his way into the entrance. So I think a lot of folks are under the impression this match is going to go about 10 minutes. And then from there, it's going to be a lot, kind of a short match. And I don't mind a short match, but I feel like hopefully there's bells and whistles here that at least give us 5-10 minutes instead of the match that, Goldberg's had a couple matches. He's only had 3 matches since he's returned, and 4, I guess. He's in the Rumble, too. But his matches have typically been very, very quick, and let's hope that's not this. I'm hoping we get more than a jackhammer and a spear. As Undertaker is making his way down, the fire's going up every couple minutes. Looking very, very cool, I will say. Taking his time getting to the ring is the Undertaker. Now Undertaker walking ever so methodically to get to the ring. Reason I started this at this point was because I was interested to see kind of how the entrances went, as opposed to just starting right when the match itself begins. Also wanted to, get us to a point where the matches themselves, I felt like if this match is super quick, it would have been a waste of time to jump on here. So figured, hey, it is what it is. And I'm going to be with you guys a lot this weekend. If you guys are just checking this out for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We will be back. If you guys are fans of New Japan Pro Wrestling, we'll be back tomorrow night. I'm going to watch the Jon Moxley, the former Dean Ambrose, his first match in New Japan Pro Wrestling against Juice Robinson from the Best of the Super Juniors Finals 2019 from the other day. I'm going to watch that tomorrow and then get set for the big New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion show, which is taking place on Sunday. And the plan is to do a full show live stream for that. Of course, it starts at 3 a.m. locally, so let's hope for the best. Undertaker, though, now making his way over to the corner post. Looks like he's going to give us some electricity. Turn the lights on is the Undertaker. Starts to raise his arms. And they're having it now where Undertaker, as he raises his arms, all the fire goes up with him. Fireworks in the entire arena, outside of the arena. So it looks like they're shooting off from the top of the sports complex. And Undertaker is looking, pretty cool visual. Lights are back on in the arena. Goldberg is in the other corner, and it looks like we are finally ready to begin. So when I said this show wasn't going to get till 6 o'clock, it is 5:37 now. These guys, that was a solid 12 minutes until they are in the ring, but there they are with referee Mike Chioda. So to add to the nostalgia, probably the most senior official in WWE. Undertaker now taking his hat off. Undertaker looks like he's got some sort of protective deal on his left hand underneath his glove. I guess it could still be part of that glove, but interesting to keep an eye on that. Taker takes the hat off, does the Taker eyes, if you will, the eyes rolling back to the head, and looking over at Goldberg is the Undertaker. And here we go. Taker removes his jacket. The bell rings, and we go to our ring announcer, and we're ready to begin. It's funny, the crowd was so into Goldberg, and now it feels like, as doing these entrances after Taker came out, they're booing him. Through the entrance. I mean, he's getting every accolade talked about is Goldberg. Goldberg raising his arms to the crowd. Now the crowd cheering for him a bit, but they were really into him when he first made his entrance. And now Undertaker getting introduced. Undertaker looking good. Lars defeated the Lucha House Party. So, figured as much. I mean, it's his first big match. Makes sense for him to go out there and get the win. But Lucha House Party did put up a fight. So, you know, we'll see. See kind of where that goes from there. But Lars seems like he's probably got a higher ceiling than the Lucha Party. Lucha House Party, man. All right, so here we go. Undertaker, Goldberg, we're about to begin. The bell rings again, which it did ring just a couple minutes ago. Yeah, I'm hoping we get a match, man. I'm with you, Sock Monkey. I'm hoping that this goes a couple minutes at least, and it's not Jackhammer Spear. That's what I'm hoping. Both guys staring each other down, an epic face-to-face. My pick in this match is Undertaker. Let me know who you guys want in the comment section. I don't really care who wins, but I feel like it's going to be Undertaker based on the WCW guy doesn't usually get it. Oh, Goldberg! Giving him the old Taker kind of neck chop there, throat chop. There was no dance break. Spear by Goldberg. Goldberg again waiting for Taker to get back up. No dance break, unfortunately. Carmelo's not there. Another spear to Taker. 1, 2. Taker kicks out. I thought for a second, guys, that was going to be it. What a gigantic waste of everyone's time. Taker sits up. All right. Taker sat up. Match still going. I was worried too, Sock Monkey. I thought for sure that was it. Goldberg going over to Taker, taking him off the ropes, throws him over to the other ropes. Taker ducking a clothesline. Big time. Grabs him by the neck, the goozle, if you will. Getting him set for a choke slam. Now holding the neck of Goldberg is Taker, staring into him. Goldberg rolling over into, I guess, a leg lock. Looked really strange. I don't know what that was, but Goldberg working on kind of getting him into a leg lock here. And now raging back on Taker's ankle is Goldberg. Was not expecting a catch-as-catch-can classic, but so far so good here between these two. Did R-Truth run? No, R-Truth is not on the show. At least I don't think so. He was. They did some things beforehand on YouTube where he lost the belt on the tarmac getting into the plane, and then won the belt back from R-Truth. I mean, from Jinder Mahal when Jinder fell asleep on the plane. But nothing on this show. No R-Truth. Crowd kind of going back and forth, cheering for Undertaker. Goldberg with Undertaker in the corner. Big stomps to the midsection as he takes Taker. Whips him across the ring into the corner. Goldberg goes for a shoulder into the corner, but Taker moves out of the way, and Goldberg goes right into the post. Really? Oh, wow. So according to Goldberg, Brock didn't allow him to do more than 2 moves. Whoa, and Goldberg's busted open. Now, if you'd seen the entrances, Goldberg was bleeding a little bit in the head when he first came out. I don't know if he busted himself open backstage. There was also a major delay until he got to the stage. And so, but he's bleeding a gusher right now. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know if he messed himself up backstage a little bit. I don't know if it was planned, but he's bleeding and bleeding bad as now Undertaker works over Goldberg in the corner. Do I think WWE is real? I don't. No, I mean it's entertainment. It's a real form of entertainment, but no, I don't think it's real. As the old adage used to say, the hazards are real, and not to try it at home. But no, I don't think WWE is real. Undertaker now working over Goldberg in the corner, takes him now over, working that left arm of Goldberg is the Undertaker, taking him back in the middle of the ring. Big shoulder block into Goldberg's shoulder from Undertaker. Another working over the shoulder of Goldberg. Undertaker now starting to kind of work that shoulder over. Looks like he's signaling for old school as he climbs to the top rope. Does the Undertaker. Getting ready for the axe hammer off the top here. Axe handle off the top does hit the old school, takes Goldberg down. Goldberg down to his knees now as Undertaker stalks him up, getting ready for signaling for the goozle again and the choke slam. Goldberg bouncing off the ropes here. Looks like he's on spaghetti legs as Taker now getting ready for that choke slam. And now Undertaker really working behind Goldberg here, looking him out. And now going for that choke slam. Does go behind him. Hits the choke slam as half the fans there kind of jump with Taker. Look for a cool visual there as Taker hits that choke slam. Now Taker going back to the corner. He's signaling for the tombstone. Goldberg getting back up, trying to collect himself. Taker comes right over, picks him up, and big time tombstone, center of the ring. Could be it. 1, 2. Goldberg kicks out. All right, we got ourselves a little match here, guys. All right. I mean, this isn't going to be a Gargano Cole 5.5 star, but these guys are giving us a match here. Goldberg getting back up. Now Undertaker getting back up. So Goldberg kicks out of the tombstone. Undertaker kicks out of 2 spears. Now both guys on their feet, exchanging rights and lefts. Goldberg bleeding a gusher here as he's thrown into the turnbuckle. Taker with rights and lefts. Working Goldberg over in the corner. Now Taker bringing Goldberg back. He did announce, by the way, that WWE Stomping Grounds. Oh, gotcha. Not able to see it on the, not able to watch along live. Both guys are down. Big time double clothesline. Wish I could hear. Unfortunately, David, I can't show the screen. If I show the screen, the video will be quickly turned down within seconds, and that'll be the end of the screen and the channel, and it'll just be a mess. And I do apologize. I wish I could. But it's just, it won't work. YouTube's real strict about that stuff. So, sorry. Happy to provide some sort of commentary, keep you guys up to speed as they show a nice shot of the entire arena. Big time exchanging rights on both men now up to a vertical base. Exchanging rights are Goldberg and the Undertaker. Undertaker with another right hand. Another right hand from Undertaker. As Goldberg now works his way back into the corner. Taker working him over. Whips Goldberg across the ring into the other corner. Taker back off into the other corner. Comes out with a full head of steam and a big splash in the corner from the Undertaker. Getting him up for another tombstone. No. Snake eyes into the corner. Taker off the ropes. Goldberg with a spear. Catches Taker with a spear. And both men are down. Goldberg looks like he might be getting Taker up. Obviously signaling for the jackhammer. Looks like he's getting ready for it. Goldberg has him up. Not yet. He's getting him ready. And, oh, not a good jackhammer at all. Yikes. Didn't get it up at all. I mean, he kind of got him up, but really just yikes. Yeah, I do. I mean, I did too. 2. Taker kicked out at 2.5. Whew, this jackhammer, guys. It was almost complete disaster. I mean, they kind of worked. Goldberg signaling for it again. But he shouldn't try it again because that last one, I don't know if he was attempting. I think he was attempting a jackhammer. But yeah, I totally am with you. I'd love to see Undertaker take this one. I've never been a Goldberg guy, though. I did like his run back in 2017. Goldberg going for Tombstone and falls, and this has gone off the rails a bit. Yikes! Now Goldberg, now Taker. Oh, barely getting Goldberg up for a choke slam. That's it. That's your match. 3 count. They went home. Clearly, Taker looks frustrated. A little slot. I mean, they gave us a little bit of a match, right? They gave us about 10, 15 minutes. But boy, parts of this, guys, were as sloppy as can be, especially towards the end. Taker looks very much frustrated. Goldberg went up for a jackhammer, almost dropped Taker on his head, was able to barely get him over. Thankfully did. Went for his finish at the end where Goldberg was going for a tombstone. Goldberg slipped and fell. It was clearly supposed to be a deal where he went for these tombstone, Taker reverses and hits the tombstone. It looked like it was Goldberg's, honestly. I mean, it looked like Goldberg just didn't know his own strength. And so he went for the tombstone, and when he went to get Taker up, and it was supposed to be, you know, kind of reverses it, Taker goes down the opposite way to pick Goldberg up for the tombstone on his own. He ends up missing and basically just falls, as does Goldberg. And you can tell at that point, Taker had enough. Taker hit him with the choke slam, and we went home. So Undertaker, big win over Bill Goldberg. Thought the match was probably better than what we expected. If you expected a quick, you know, spear jackhammer or quickly into a tombstone, it was quick. It was an actual match. They had a good 5-10 minute match. Went off the rails at the end, and you probably saw why a lot of those matches that they had done a thing where, you know, that's probably why they kept them short. That's probably why they kept Goldberg's matches short. Be shame to see Goldberg go out that way if that is his final match. But yeah, I agree with Sock Monkey there in the live chat. They should have absolutely done this match back in 2003, 2004 when Goldberg was there. This would have been a big-time match and a match that you know, we all would have liked to see. And hey, 2019, I don't know about you guys, but definitely I was interested in it. And a lot of people who I know who are casual fans or not even wrestling fans anymore let me know what's going on and wanted to know more information about it. So there's definitely room for nostalgia, and good to see Undertaker get the win here as they show the big pyrotechnics, and he's down on one knee doing the Taker deal. Thanks so much, guys, for checking us out here on Watch Along Wrestling. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. Also, leave a like. And we're going to have a lot more fun throughout the week. Big-time stuff going on for Japanese pro wrestling in terms of the big show this weekend. Chris Jericho taking on Kazuchika Okada for the world title at Dominion. We'll be live for that show throughout most of it, if not all of it. And tomorrow, I'm going to go back and watch John Moxley's first New Japan Pro Wrestling match, the former Dean Ambrose's first match in Japan. So as Undertaker leaves the ring here, guys, I'm going to sign off. I hope it was a lot of fun talking with you guys, and hopefully you guys will join me for a live stream in the live chat in the future. And until next time, everybody, I am Tommy on the Spot, signing off and wishing everyone a very good weekend.